Well, hi guys, I'm Lit.
I'm Coco.
So this week we're actually staying in a small town called Inglis, Florida. So it's right outside of Crystal River.
Right.
So let me switch you guys around and we can get to see a little bit of this campsite.
The name of it. So the name of the campsite we're staying at is called, what is it called again?
Gulf Coast RV Resort.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, it's pretty nice here.
So yeah, as you can see, you got tons of trees, especially over in this area. You kind of look back to where we're at. There's not any shade cover over there, so
But the spaces are really spread apart, I think. They're
yeah,
good. I mean, it's a little concrete pad is all it is for like sitting on, but everything else is what grass. You
yeah.
pull
So
under grass.
so you park on grass,
Yeah.
you set up on the grass, and then you got a small concrete pad as your patio.
Yeah, but overall it's really nice here, I think. It's quiet, right?
Yeah,
Don't you think?
yeah,
It's been really quiet, really nice.
yeah. It really hasn't been too much loud parties at night, so
What do you mean too much? There's not been
yeah,
one.
I know. But as you can see, there are some people that are permanent full time, and I guess
Stationary.
for here, they give you discount for monthly rate.
Right.
So, and then we paid
250.
250 for the week, with of course full hookups.
Right. And it does have a really nice pool that we're walking to right now. It's been very lovely here.
Yes. Yeah, so there's not a ton of amenities. You have the outdoor bathrooms,
Laundry facility.
laundry facilities. There's two of them. You've got, the outdoor showers or the outhouse showers.
Not
There's
out.
a,
I love how you say it's an outhouse.
well,
It's
they're
running,
the, they,
running freaking water.
yeah,
I mean,
running water inside of a building, which is a shower. So, I don't know. You tell me how you want to call it. So, there's the little dog park, so which is nice if you have dogs.
yeah, it's really nice
Um,
here, I think.
yeah, you're right off Highway
18,
19,
yeah.
but really we haven't heard any traffic sounds.
Yeah, it's really nice, I think, here. And I guess talking to a person that stays here on a regular basis, she was saying that, what is it, only like 575 a month
I think so,
if
something
you
along those
stay, which is
lines.
very inexpensive for Florida in the winter.
Yeah,
I mean, this
but
would definitely be a spot, I think, to stay if you're gonna winter here for a few
but
months.
you do have, I guess, there's several months out of the year where the price goes up a little more than that, which is normally that December, January, February kind of time frame.
Right, but she was saying that that was very inexpensive, I thought,
Yeah,
the
and as
price.
you can see, a bunch of people actually have their boats.
Yeah, the
So there's
spaces are
plenty
pretty.
of parking for
Hmm.
your toys.
Yeah.
So we're coming up on the pool, which we have spent many days here.
Yeah, I loved it. It's big. There hasn't been a single person here but what one time.
Yep, yep, and it is a heated pool, which yesterday they finally turned the heat on. So today, of course, we were out running around, so we didn't get to use it today.
But it wasn't bad
No, it's
regardless.
been in the 70s, the water
The
temperature.
but here it's been almost in the 90s, so it's been fine.
Yes. So the pool is open from dawn to dusk. So this is our normal area where we set up our stuff, but
Yeah,
as
it's
you can
really
see,
nice.
it's
Yeah.
crystal clear, it's clean.
Yeah, one of the
How
best.
warm's the water now?
I don't know, should I check it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really nice. Now my foot's wet.
So
Yeah,
But
it's nice.
you got 3 foot that side, 6 foot that side, so it's a perfect pool,
Yeah, it's
in
nice.
my opinion.
Yeah, it's been one of the best ones I think we've been to.
Yeah,
Don't you think?
yeah. I think we've only shared the pool with like one other person the whole time we've been here. So these are the outdoor restrooms and showers. There's the laundry room.
Do you want to go in? Oh, there's a light.
So
Yeah, it's really nice.
yeah, as
Nice
you
and
can see,
clean, quite a bit.
tons of machines.
Yeah.
Get your newspaper.
Yeah.
So yeah, they got a little tiny house here. You got other different trailers. Um, but a lot of the time, there's not many people that you kind of see
Out and
out and
about.
about.
Come on this way.
So yeah, we've enjoyed it. How would you rate this place?
The park itself, I'd give it a 10. Would you?
No, because 10 means that it exceeded everything that you want in an RV park.
Oh,
So I would maybe go 9.
9.
So just because you have the pool, you have the outdoor facilities and whatnots, but there isn't really outdoor games. There isn't a workout room. There
True.
isn't
Yeah, but for the price,
different
I
kind
didn't
of
think it was bad.
facilities.
Location is nice.
It is. The location's nice. There's not like a general store where you can go in and buy emergency supplies,
Yeah, but the little
like some.
town's not
So,
that far.
but as a whole, then I would give it a 9 because of that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I really liked it. I think it was a great find, great stop for
Yeah.
sure.
So just remember, Coco rates everything a 10.
No, I don't. I really liked it. I think it was a great
Yeah.
location and
Staff super friendly.
yeah.
As
And
soon as we pulled up and got set up here, we had one of the maintenance guys stop by in the golf cart to see if we needed anything.
yeah, it was yeah.
Super nice. So we did have a slight ant problem when we first arrived.
It never
Tons of little fire ant hills. So
right, but
he,
they never came into the RV.
well, that's correct because he came by the next morning and sprayed.
Right.
So, which is to me that's a nice service to have.
Right.
So
Yeah.
plus he gave us ideas and suggestions of
What to
places
do in
to
the
go.
area.
Yep,
Yeah, restaurants and different places to go see. Yeah, it's really pretty though, I think.
it is. It's pretty. It's quiet,
Clean.
clean, very clean.
Yeah.
So we will pick this up back at the camp in a minute. So guys, here we are. We're actually in site number 2. Um, like Coco said, you kind of park up on the grass, you set up, then you have a concrete patio for you to be able to sit. The one thing we noticed that is missing
It's
is
a picnic table.
table.
Right.
So none of the sites have a picnic table. So I guess if you were here long term, you might pick one up. But kind of other than that, not too much. As you can see with our site, my water's way back here, my electric's here. So everything I have is kind of stretching across. The reason for that, when we originally set up, we were closer to where the water was
Right.
next to the camper. And then once we got all set up, we opened up the door, put the steps down, and the steps were too high on the concrete. So we had to rehook and pull forward and then kind of move over, because as you can see on these steps I even had to take the feet off, so that way my steps could come out and my door could close. So that's The only kind of negative things I would say is the kind of the concrete patio here is a little raised, so where you can't use it with your steps, and it has no picnic table. But other than that, loved it.
Yeah.
And those two really aren't issues. One was a setup issue on my end, and the other one is maybe the picnic tables are something they're looking to get.
Right.
So guys, we have you actually set up on the truck, so the angle may look a little bit funky because we always use a picnic table to set the camera on, so bear with us. We won't be here too long. So when we first arrived, we kind of looked for a few things to do.
Yes, I always Google. I always use TripWizard looking and Google whatnot. But I did find that we're super close to Crystal River, which is about, what, 10, 15 minutes from
Yep,
here,
if that.
from Inglis, where we're staying. And I wanted to do, they have a lot of things to do. You could swim with the manatee. You could do all this stuff. There's a bunch of manatee. Anyway, Crystal River. And I don't want to get in the water, or I didn't want to get in the water with animals. So I opted to get a boat ride.
Yep.
And so we got to see the manatee from a boat, and it was a place that I found is called Plantation Adventure Center.
Yep.
And it was about $18 a person.
Yeah, because they ran out of hangers.
I think they ran out of hangers.
Hi there.
If you see any manatees, all right, you want to go over and have a look at them or something like that, just point them out and let us know, and we'll see what we can do to get you as close as possible.
All right, testing. Can you hear me in the loudspeakers all right back there? All right, if it ever kicks off, because it sometimes does, marine electronics, right? They never kind of work right, just raise your hand, let me know. I can talk louder. If you have a hard time hearing, back here, back by the engine will be the loudest, up front, the quietest. Alrighty guys, so welcome to Plantation's boat called the Princess. Today, we're in the town of Crystal River. The waterway we're on will be Kings Bay. We'll stay inside the bay all day today here on this tour. Kings Bay does feed the Crystal River, but we won't be going out quite that far today. So today on this tour, this would be a dry scenic tour. We do these every day at 2:30. I was like, oh, Eric, that wasn't even you. Yeah, that was the guy behind us. Yeah, not to worry. We suck up a lot of algae in these engines a lot.
Would you wander back and make sure both those things are clean?
Yep. We get a lot of algae here. It's super low. It gets caught up in the intakes. Not a big deal. Yep, you're looking good, Captain Eric.
Thank you.
Yep. So anyways, we'll get some algae in there from time to time. You might hear the overheat alarm go off. That's not too big of a deal either. So today, on our scenic tour, we will drive around and look at some beautiful scenery. Lots of gorgeous water. Our migratory birds have just started making their way here into the bay. I'm deaf in my left ear. She does that to me every day. So I'm not a joke no more. Yep. So the migratory birds have just started making their way here into the bay. And we've also started seeing just a few migratory manatees. Oh, we gotta say, hey, Tiki Hut. Yeah. We love you too. Yeah. That's it. All right, we're all going to be deaf in our left ear before here too long. Not to worry. Didn't need that hearing anyway, right? Over here, if you wonder what they're doing, we are having the Plantation Redfish Classic. I believe this year, all the proceeds from the fishing tournament will go to benefit victims of Hurricane Ian. And I think one other charity. We host this event every single year. So today, I think, what is it, today or tomorrow they're doing the fishing?
It concludes, I believe, right? Or kicks off?
I have no idea. I don't know that much about it because they kind of keep us over on the Manatee side, but they are having a fishing event there. And I know tomorrow they're having an auction. They've got a lot of really cool stuff, power poles, Yeti coolers, all kinds of fishing gear. They'll have a dinner and everything. So even if you didn't do the fishing tournament, you want to partake in the tournament party and enjoy some food, you can buy a ticket for that as well. All right, so we're going to make our way on. Like I was saying, I would expect to see some nice wildlife out here. We'll have some birds out here, some fish, possibly a manatee or two. We never guarantee it on this tour because this is a scenic tour. Sometimes on the manatee tours, it can take us a couple of hours to find a manatee. Oh, stop, Captain Eric. Manatee!
Oh, there's guys.
All right, we're going to back it up. You'll be able to see it. Looks like that brown, giant baked potato floating through the water. If you have polarized sunglasses, it's easier to see. Now, we'll kind of hang out here with her.
I see.
There we go. Yep, walk around. There's plenty of room. Everybody can be on one side. Tip over. So this is one of our local manatees. We know she's a local because you'll notice that beautiful coating of algae on her, like a sweater. Big, giant, slow-moving creature. Everything wants to grow on it. Look, and here it's algae. Out in the Gulf it's barnacles. That's one way to tell the tourists from the locals. Now, if you're trying to get a picture of her nose come up, I recommend you have your camera on video. She feels this boat dancing around, and so when she comes up, it's really just her nose. It'll be 1-2 seconds. She'll breathe out, breathe in, and go right back down. Now, she kind of knows we're here, so her instinct is to kind of hang out on the bottom, away from the boat where it's safe. And it looks like her nose is facing us, and where you see that round, flat disturbance on the top of the water, that's kind of what happens when she moves her tail. We got a little bit of wind here, so Eric will just have to kind of work the boat. Not a problem. We'll see if we can't wait for her to hang out. I know looks like she's eating, Eric. That's grass just to the other side of her. Yeah, so now that we've got this nice, fresh, brisk weather come in, okay, helps to bring the manatees here. So, in the wintertime, not only do people come to Florida to get warm, so do the birds, so do the fish, and absolutely, of course, so do the manatees. I'll wait for her to come up here. I think she's getting ready. Now you notice she's not scared of the boat. Oh, here she comes. There's her nose. And there's her cute little snoot. Uh-huh.
So I thought that was very inexpensive for an hour boat ride, and you go through. I guess it's considered Crystal River. Is it Crystal River
you got
there?
Fish River, and then you got the adjoining river that we go through. So, me being me, I would have loved to get in the water and kind of swim and
You could have
film.
done that.
Not with this one. This was
No,
this was a dry boat ride.
Hey, I said,
so,
do you? I just was not going to get in the water with them.
So anyone that knows Coco knows that she doesn't do water. She doesn't do animals. She doesn't do anything that could possibly touch her in said water. So
Right.
so I took one for the team and just did the dry one. So you just get in a boat and you get to film and take photos and
Yeah, it
whatnot.
was lovely.
So we actually did. We
was
had
lovely.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We got to see some sturgeon fish. We also got to see a ton of manatees.
Ton of manatee.
And then a lot of history from the area.
Yeah, it was very interesting. There's a lot of $1 million homes in that area, and I guess they call them the captains, right, of the little
Correct.
the tour
Correct.
of that. Anyway, they had mentioned that most of those homes are not lived in. They didn't know why. They just said it was very interesting that a lot of people bought those houses.
They bought the houses. They got $1 million yachts outside of them. Some of them have said those yachts have not even sailed out for over 5 years.
Right, and then because I guess certain times of the year they can't even go out in the water because of the manatee, so that's maybe another reason. But there was one house, and we'll show footage of that, where she did say that what's his name?
So it was originally
John Travolta.
Yeah, it was
John
originally
Travolta.
2 homes that they knocked down
Right.
and John Travolta and his wife decided they were going to build this house for their son.
Their son Jet.
So right before the house got completed, they were in Mexico, and unfortunately their son passed in
Right.
Mexico.
Was it Mexico
Uh-huh.
or Florida? Okay.
It was in Mexico, and
Yeah.
the son passed, and they never moved into the home. So then that home was finished, built, and then it sat empty for
Long time is
long,
what
many years,
what
and
they
then
told us.
finally somebody purchased the property. That's one of a few homes that is actually lived in full time, and they were telling us there were so many windows in that property that you got $1 million views from pretty much any point inside that house, and they keep the blinds drawn
Right.
24/7 because it cuts down on their air conditioning bill because it's so large.
Right. It's the house that I was filming. I think it's like a brown house with lots of windows. Right.
Yes.
Is that the one that I was? Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Yeah.
so we enjoyed it.
Yeah, it
So
was fun.
two captains that we had on the boat was Captain Eric
And Misty.
and Captain Misty.
Yes.
Um,
Very informative, fun. It was like on a little pontoon
Yep.
boat, and yeah,
Yep.
you got to learn some history, got to see some manatee. I thought it was cool from a
Yeah.
safe distance.
and the cost, $18 a
Yeah.
person.
We would do it again. Again,
Can't beat that.
but there's lots of things to do there. You can rent canoes, paddle type things,
Yep, paddle
and
boats.
to
just
be
kind
with
of-
the manatee, or you could swim with them too. There's lots of different options, lots of places there. It was fun.
So yeah, so after the Manatee tour, we were hungry, so we wanted to go
Mhm.
get a bite to eat, and we came across a little restaurant that we had driven by on the boat.
Yeah, sorry, there's lots of bugs now.
Yeah.
Hurry up.
And that place was called Crackers.
Crackers Bar and Grill, yeah.
So,
It was right on the water. It was really pretty. You finally got to get some seafood. What did you
yeah,
get?
I got
Shrimp.
some shrimp appetizer.
Yeah. And we had a few drinks there. It was really pretty and nice to sit on the water. And then a couple of days later, we had found another place, and that was called Shipwreck.
And that's literally less than a mile from where
Yeah.
we're at. So,
Yeah.
so the nice thing
Bugs.
with that is we actually managed to finally get a lift, and it was under $10 to get a lift up there. We sat in there. They were cheap beers, cheap
Yeah.
Coors Light. They ended up having karaoke that night. We didn't stay too long for the karaoke. I think it was finally about 11 o'clock when we left.
Yeah, that was a nice bar. It was
Yeah,
fun.
and then we
Fun.
couldn't get a lift, so we
We walked.
we hoofed it all the way home.
It was
so
1 mile and
yeah.
literally took us 15 minutes. It was
Yeah.
totally fine.
It was fine. Little dark,
It was fine though. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
but
definitely.
we made it home safe, and we didn't drink
Yeah.
and drive.
Yeah, for sure. And then I think we hung out. Like I said, we did. Lit told you we went to the pool a ton of times. And then the last thing we did is we went back into Crystal River to another restaurant. Lit wanted seafood again. Went to another place called Nortons.
Yep.
By the, kind of close to the water as well there, and it was nice. Yeah. And you had again shrimp.
Shrimp.
Again. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So it was fun. It's been a really nice time here. What would you rate the whole place of Ingles?
Ingles,
And Clearwater. Right?
and
Or what was it called?
not Clearwater.
What's it called again?
Crystal River.
Crystal River.
We got to give the whole area about a 8.5, 9.
Yeah, I would say
There's
that.
lots of fun stuff to do. There's nightlife if you're actually in Crystal River.
Yeah, but we were
you
about we were a
you
little
got
farther.
grocery stores, kind of stuff like that. So, and what about you?
Yeah, I would say about the same, 8.5, 9, just because of the location.
Yeah.
I mean, as you have to drive a little farther to some places, and yeah,
Yeah.
it was fun though. It's definitely was worth it. I would recommend if you ever in the area. It's really pretty.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so this will bring us almost to the conclusion of our
Yeah.
first trip across America. So, next week we're actually traveling down, and I'll let you know it's in the Sarasota area.
Yeah.
So we're going to be spending about 3 months there. So we won't be doing a review of the RV park right away. We'll do that at the end when we're getting ready to leave.
Yeah.
But we are going to go travel around, find fun things to do. If there's something you want us to try, something you've heard about in the Sarasota
Yeah.
area, let me know.
Yeah.
I lived there 30 something years ago. My
Mhm.
family lives there in the area. So there's tons of fun things to do. So please
Yeah.
bear with us, stick with us. We'll put up some fun videos.
And more, we're gonna do definitely a tour of the RV, and everybody's been asking. We're gonna do a tour of the RV, that kind of thing.
Yep.
Maybe more maintenance type things too, things we've loved and hated on the road. Those types of things going forward, because we're gonna be stationary
Yeah.
through the winter for about 3 months. So yeah, so
Plus,
yeah,
Halloween's coming up.
yeah,
So
we'll definitely do. Yeah,
we got a cool Halloween costume picked out.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to a Halloween party. So until next time, guys, thank you very much. Don't forget, give us that
Yeah.
thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like the video,
Mhm.
and we will see you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.